Welcome to Tough Crowd. Oh, my voice sounded pretty good there for a second. Michael Jackson converted to Islam today. Now, that's not fair to all the guys that were looking forward to raping him in jail. Now he's untouchable. Well, good move if that's why he did it. And anyway, he's not Islamic. Who's he kidding? The way he's behaved with those little young boys? It's obviously a Catholic priest. Now, listen. John Hinckley. Let's talk about John Hinckley, the guy that shot Reagan for Jodie Foster, remember? He's gotten permission for unsupervised travel, even in the Washington, D.C. area. John Hinckley, congratulations. You've changed. You're not like you were, are you? You don't mind being unnoticed and unwanted by beautiful, unattainable women, right, John? Forget it. Sit home, rent a DVD, John. Maybe a De Niro movie. Maybe Taxi Driver. I don't know no Iris. You talking to me? There's nobody else here. There's nobody else there. So they must be talking to you, Big John. The voice is real, John. It's telling you to make yourself noticed again like last time. Maybe you should come up here to New York and kill me. Then at least one of us will get noticed and get a little press. Let's start the show, John. Holy mother. So first off, Michael Jackson converted to Islam last night, the day before he was formally charged with child molestation. What do you think, Artie?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head there, Colin. Doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't he convert to Catholicism, where banging kids is perfectly fine?
Right. I know why he converted. It's easier to hold down a kid who's been fasting for a month.
That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not, and also in Islam specifically, there's no during Ramadan. It says it in the Quran. I wouldn't make that up.
Ever try to get spooge out of a prayer rug?
Liz, any thoughts on this?
Spooge? Liz, do you have any spooge comments?
Yeah, I do.
She gave me the word spooge. What a show.
No, I actually gave you gack. But,
gack.
I just think, like, Islam doesn't have a bad enough time right now.
Yeah.
After 9/11, now they got Michael
They
Jackson.
got some publicists over there,
Yeah,
don't they?
wow, they are not having a good time.
Maybe it's time for them to pack it in. What do you think?
Bin Laden heard about he converted to Judaism.
What's that?
I don't know.
Did you just say you think Islam should pack it in?
I said maybe it's time for Islam to pack it in. What do you think?
I think maybe you should join us in the millennium.
Oh, so you think it's a very progressive movement, Islam, I say.
Oh, I say just you're not a progressive movement.
No, yes, you're right.
No, Islam is a progressive religion, and also there's a reason I think that a lot of minorities are drawn to Islam, because it is a religion that treats people of all cultures with dignity and respect, except for the Jews and women and everybody else. It's not.
John Hinckley, the guy who shot President Reagan, will be allowed unsupervised visits with his family.
Oh.
What do you think, Greg?
I think, first of all, what people don't realize is he was actually found not guilty. That's one of those rare cases. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity because he tried to kill the president in order to impress Jodie Foster.
Right.
And that seems insane, right? But what if it had really impressed her? You know?
Yeah. Well, what if she really did tell him to do it? We don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, maybe if it worked, if all of a sudden he's banging Jodie Foster, is he guilty all of a sudden?
Well, is she guilty? Go ahead, Liz.
I mean, I just think that it's such a weird irony because all through the 80s, Reagan let every crazy person out on the street by cutting funding of, facilities that dealt with the mentally ill.
You're still hanging on to that one, are you, Liz?
Yeah. I'm sorry, who was up till 3:30 in the morning trying to read the paper to have a fact?
I had coke in my system.
These guys are my own sitcom.
I'll tell you what.
It's like, aren't you an idiot? You're still up to that, huh?
I'll tell you what, though, Colin, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when someone tells Reagan about this. He's going to go nuts.
You know, they let him. He's actually had like 200 unsupervised supervised visits already. 200 trips out, not overnight. But they've taken him bowling and to movie theater. Don't you think that once you shoot the president, no more bowling for you?
Or maybe only bowling for you.
Yeah.
Just bowling.
I mean, the guy was just trying to get laid with a hot actress. I can relate to that, you know? I mean, to tell you the truth, if things keep going the way they're going for me, I'm thinking about to impress Hillary Duff.
And you know what else, Colin? Hillary Duff has that sweater.
I knew I wasn't going to make it anyway, so just as well. I knew I wouldn't last with this sweater without abuse.
Hillary Duff used to have that sweater until this morning when Colin snuck out.
Oh, Liz, I didn't say it about Hillary Duff.
No, I think it's
Colin, why would you want to bang an 8-year-old?
She'd probably be happy. She's on tour right now. We're giving her free publicity.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching the show. Probably go buy tickets to a show.
That's right.
What's she on tour
600
doing?
tickets sold.
What did she do?
She sings.
What?
She's got a hit song. What is it, everybody?
Don't pretend like you don't
I
know
honestly
Hillary.
don't.
Yes, you do.
Come on.
Do you want to hear the song?
I have a gambling addiction. All I watch is football and college hoops. I know who Hillary Duff is.
No. I know who she is. I didn't know she had a singing career.
She has a
Isn't
big hit
the girl
song, which I
from
was
the
trying to get
TV
the
show on
crowd.
the kids channel?
Do you want me to get the crowd to sing the song or not? Crowd, look, I know it's embarrassing. We won't put the camera. Don't put the camera on them, or they won't do it. Just give us anybody that knows the opening of a song or the refrain or whatever the hell it is, please.
So yesterday.
What is it?
So yesterday.
Oh, you
Oh, look at that.
when in doubt, Liz, say
I know. That was a big killer
Well,
over here.
So Yesterday's the big hit, apparently.
Yeah, I had no idea.
So Yesterday. Well, anyway, she got a big song. She was in some movies.
I think that's off
I don't know who
Journey's
she was in.
third
I thought she had a TV. I don't even know.
I think she's in Lord of the Rings.
I'm boring myself. We have to move on.
No, we're not bored. Believe me, this is good stuff. Hillary Duff, I think.
This is going great, I think.
This is terrific.
This is a circle jerk with icky old white guys wanting to have sex with a 14-year-old.
Who's
No.
We're old.
Who's old?
Right. I'm old
Come
enough
on,
to
you
have
look
sex
like
with.
Nancy Reagan, for Christ's sake. Look at me. It's like a young Joey Buttafuoco.
It's true. Nick looks like a Roman. Nick's like a Roman
my
god.
God.
I'm kidding. Did I tell you I wanted to, grab your ass before the show?
Yes, you did, and
All
I
right.
was so thrilled.
Thank you.
Liz is
It's not my
hot.
fault you're in the men's room.
She's all right, Liz.
Liz is hot, but you know what I didn't like? Creepy old white guys.
Yeah, what's
the
wrong with
all-purpose?
white guys?
No, wait a minute. What's with? That's the all-purpose thing today. White guys, everything bad. White, everybody else good. Liz, don't try to with us. We don't go for that. You know, cut the white guys. You could have just said creepy old guys.
What?
Creepy old guys was fine.
Yeah,
First
why
of all,
do you
he's
say white guy?
Colombian and Puerto Rican or whatever the hell he is.
Me and Nick is
Second of all,
Sicilian.
this son of a bitch is a an Indian.
I'm a Native American, thank you.
He's an Indian.
What are you, Comanche?
25%.
They did a test on him on Howard Stern. The son of a bitch is a full-blooded
do a test?
Apache.
Are you Indian?
He is.
I'm 25% Native American. I'll tell you what, the Foxwoods in Connecticut owes me about $8,000.
Yeah. Oh.
You drink like you're 100% Native American.
All right, good. Go to the commercials. We'll be right back with these people.
Felt this dry until an amazing new lotion brought it back to life.
New Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion with 7 intensive moisturizers, nurturing vitamins A, C, and E, and 24-hour protection.
New Gold Bond Ultimate Lotion brings your skin back to life.
Ladies and gentlemen, the holiday season is a time for love. Now, this woman is not a prostitute who I paid to be here. She's my fiancée, Lori.
Lauren.
Lauren. Holidays is also a time for reflection, and I've learned a lot from my mistakes, and this Christmas is going to be festive and much different than last year's. For instance, this year if my grandmother knits me a sweater with snowflakes on it, I'll just say thank you, instead of grabbing her by the shoulders and screaming, die already, you burden. I also plan on going to the toy store and buying gifts for my nephew instead of sneaking into the hospital and stealing them from the pediatric cancer ward. And I definitely intend to spend some quality time with my fiancée, Lorraine, instead of drinking whiskey, taking Viagra, and leaving DNA all over the inside of the Christmas turkey. Happy holidays, everyone.
That was very good. That was very tepid, Jim. And not only that, tell your girlfriend it's not 1988. Don't wear those Jody Watley shirts, stupid. Now look, come on, folks. That had to be said. Maybe it didn't have to be said. I am sick today. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Then this is all true. After the show, I saw Norton, and I said, give me a ride home. It's 3 blocks. It's pouring rain. I got a messed up throat. So you leave. We get separated. 10 minutes later, I'm outside in the rain talking to my adoring public. Norton and Rich Voss scurry by, like trying to, not asking, do you need a ride? A normal thing. It's like deserted out there. Voss, I don't blame because he's a dumb animal. It would be like if you yell at your cat for peeing on the rug. But Norton is truly the one-eyed king in the land of the blind of all our friends. This perverted Machiavel, whose treachery is legendary and boundless, has gone too far. I had to run, catch them, get into the car, and then make them drop me off. I'm sitting in the back of Voss. He's the only one with a Mercedes hatchback. It's like 30 years old. He had dental surgery. This is all true. He hands me 4 of his teeth. I'm sitting back there with these 4 commandment-sized stone tablets. Norton and Voss are up front prattling, 2 mediocre minds battling wits. It was a nightmare. Now, we're going to Baghdad in about 8 or 9 days. Laurie Kilmartin's going with us. And so here's what I was going to do, because Norton really pissed me off last night with his treachery. And so I got these flyers. I'm just going to be flinging them out of the helicopters as we pass over the Sunni Triangle. You know? So just everywhere I go, just throw them around. It says, enemy of Islam, Muhammad is awful, and it's Jim. You know? But that's 8 days from now. I got plenty of copies, don't worry. In the meantime, if you people want to, I don't know if you live in an Arab area, you might want to throw them out, you know? Just please, whatever you want to do with these things, because that son of a bitch, I've had it with him. All right. Florida Governor Jeb Bush is fighting opposition from separation of church and state organizations to his plan to create a Christian prison. Okay? Now, what could be, what do you guys think of this? Regular prisons don't work, so is it worth a try? Greg?
Maybe, but why does it have to be a Christian prison? Maybe if it was a Jewish prison, it would work better. If we tried to convert all these guys to like Hasidic Judaism, you know, then they'd have the curly cues and stuff. They'd be easy to identify in the outside world. No crime on Fridays.
It's true.
I love a Jewish prison. Next time I get arrested, I demand to go to a Jewish prison, because I'm pretty sure I could run the cigarette trade in a Jewish prison. I would run things over there. I was in L.A. County for a week. It didn't go well.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You were there for a week, huh?
I was there for a full week.
Were you already on Mad TV, so the brothers knew who you were or no?
Yeah, apparently it's illegal in L.A. to take a swing at a cop with a gram of coke on you.
So you were stuck in there for a week? Why don't you tell us some stories?
There wasn't a lot of Jewish people there. I wasn't next to Jerry Bruckheimer in cell 8.
No.
Well, sometimes an irrational belief in Jesus seems to help these guys.
Well, I think it's also like the Michael Jackson Islam thing. When you become like a born-again Christian in this prison, that's one place you won't get raped, you know? I mean, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. A lot of guys trying to... They said people are fighting to get in. They didn't all just convert. They're like, I don't want to be here, man, you know?
What's his lawyer's name? Barry Lynn. He's got a problem with it. Why doesn't he go to the cell, you know, and tell the 300-pound rapist Muslim that he can't wear his skull cap if he's... Why is he upset about religion?
You've watched too much Oz. There's no 300-pound
I don't watch Oz.
Muslim
Now listen to me.
rapist.
Oh, there aren't? There's no...
There's
They're in good shape.
Huh?
Shh. Let's talk to Artie. Did you get raped in jail? Were you a bitch?
I got sold for a pack of Newports to a guy who wasn't gay.
To a guy who wasn't gay. Now, let me ask you this, Artie. You go in there, they're like... What happens? You stand there first thing, you're seeing this white kid.
Well,
they're like, what's up? Yo, that's you from Mad TV.
Yeah, like anybody recognizes you from Mad TV. I better chance to recognize from my high school.
Isn't Mad TV prison?
No, but
So what happened? You're in jail.
No, I was in jail, and the first thing they do is they do that ass check. Literally, I was bent over, Bloods and Crips, and I'm getting my ass checked.
Really?
That's not good for your self-esteem.
No.
Next to a Crip naked.
Or your ass.
What'd they find?
They found a supersod and provolone sandwich that I had it up there.
On a tricycle with 20 wheels when I was 5. All right.
I knew I'd say supersod this episode.
I thought it was very nice.
Thank you very much.
Now listen, we're moving on to this. Experts are recommending a new morning after contraceptive pill called Plan B to be made available over the counter. What do you think, Liz?
I think it's great. In fact, I think that Nick is probably going to be in the works to get the morning after pill roofie mixed together, so you can just shove it down her throat all at once.
Oh, that's tough.
Drugger.
It's my joke.
Yes.
In my case, the next day, a chick doesn't need a pill to kill. A chick doesn't need a pill to kill the baby. She needs a pill to kill the memory of banging me.
Yeah, what we need is a pill that makes a woman disappear the minute after.
Yeah, who needs
If
a
I
morning
had sex with you, I'd buy that pill.
That's it.
I wouldn't sleep with
then-
you for practice.
And they say to keep it in the medicine cabinet, to just in case, to have one of them. Which that's great, because if you're over a girl's house, you always check the medicine cabinet anyway. And if you see like the 12-pack, you're like, shit, I'm in.
Movies drag, commercials don't. I really am finished. We'll be right back.
holiday wish is for all the kids who don't celebrate Christmas to know that you're not alone. Yes, the Christians always try to include us in their holiday cheer, saying the obligatory Happy Hanukkah after it's been over for 2 weeks, and putting up little paper menorahs along with their Santas and reindeer. It's hard having to explain that there really is no such thing as a Hanukkah bush, that you don't make a wish and blow out the candles on the menorah, and that, yes, Jews celebrate Thanksgiving. When people ask you what Jews do on Christmas, just tell them we watch movies and eat Chinese food. We don't feel left out because we're very happy staying at home and having quality time with our families while we run the media and count all of our money. Happy holidays!
You know, folks, kids are always asking grown-ups impossible questions, like when are mommy and daddy getting back together and what's a restraining order. But a child just asked you, let's say a child asked you, is there a Santa Claus? What do you say? Greg.
Santa is real, but there's no way in hell he's bringing you that pony. I guess if you can believe that one old fat guy in a flying sled pulled by a red-nosed reindeer can bring toys to every kid in the world in one night, well, it's not much of a leap to believe you might actually get a small horse to ride around your tiny Manhattan apartment. Frankly, when I see the heartbreaking, naive hopefulness of this pony request, and when I realize that soon enough the miserable realities of life will suck the innocence and optimism right out of you, I want to stab myself in the neck. Way to spread the holiday cheer, kid.
Hey, Orlando, you hear who they got up on the second tier? It's Artie, the guy from Met TV.
I'd say what my father said to me when I asked him the same question. He said, no, son, no, there isn't. All of those things your mother has told you over the years are lies. There's no Santa Claus, there's no Easter Bunny, there's no Jesus. And I never used your college money to buy a Corvette for a Puerto Rican whore.
Lizz Winstead.
Well, kids, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is there is a Santa. The bad news is the American Army found him in a spider hole in Iraq with 2 AK-47s and a bag of cash. And here's the icing on the crab cake. The CIA is going to hold him in custody until way after Christmas, or until the people of Iraq that the Americans have appointed to run the country decide on the appropriate method of execution for him. Merry Christmas.
Oh, Nick DiPaolo.
I'd say to the kid, why, of course there is a Santa. Now pull up your pants and help me hide this fake beard. I'd tell the child yes, and then I'd go into explain the story of Santa, you know, how Mary was pregnant with him and there was no room at the inn, and at least that's what the Jew at the front desk told her, and, you know, she ended up giving birth in a manger. Oh, wait a minute, that's the story of Jesus. Well, that's the same thing.
Well, folks, Merry Christmas to all. We'll be right back. Back when I was coming up, you'd always see those network holiday specials from people the likes of Andy Williams and Bob Hope. That was the last time TV was produced without a shred of cynicism. Well, tonight we're going to try to give you an old school holiday special. Let's see if for once in our awful lives we can get through 3 minutes without our usual contempt or jaded sarcasm.
Comedy Central presents A Very Tough Christmas with your host, Colin Quinn.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Oh, folks, Merry Christmas. They had one line, and they couldn't do it.
Merry Christmas, boss.
Stupid ass. All right.
Merry Christmas.
We've got so much planned during this special time of year. You know, I'm reminded of a story, actually, that,
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Hey, what's wrong, you guys? You're supposed to be rehearsing for a big Christmas special.
Colin, we're tired. We've been rehearsing all day.
Yeah, my bells are completely jingled.
Well, get yourselves together, boys. I want you to be tuned and ready for a big closing number.
Well, I mean, come on, we'll try. Come on, Jim. Let's go rehearse.
Okay, I want to meet this round John Virgin guy you've been talking about.
Heavens. Now here are two world-class entertainers, and my good friends, please welcome Mr. Nick DiPaolo and Mr. Greg Giraldo. Hi, guys. Hello, boys. You're looking quite festive.
We sure are. There are only two groups who like this time of year more than me. The kids and the credit card companies.
Yes, and the way your wife spends is going to be a banner year for Visa.
Tell me about it. I finally got all my shopping done this year. You know what the hardest thing to find was? A parking space.
Oh, you guys are too much. Now give me one more holiday miracle and make yourselves disappear. Greg and Nick, everybody. Oh, what a wonderful night. We had some laughs, we had some cheer. But now it's time to say goodnight. But I wouldn't leave you without a song. The holiday spirit is in the air and it's in our hearts. I guess you could say this is the first Noel.